Okay, welcome back to day 355? 10 days? No. There's no way in hell. 10 days? Is my math on this wrong? Can I play 2 videos at once? Nope. Chill. Can I just mute it? Okay. Just watching myself from yesterday. Just, I guess if yeah, okay, so this is the 11th day. So, yeah, okay. Fair. Anyways, kicked me out of the video I just had up. So, gotta bring that back now, y'all. Okay, there we are. Yeah, I tried to put this earring in my other ear, but I don't typically put earrings in this ear, so this earring hole is, I guess, really small compared to, and this is a thicker bar, and well, not as thick as it looks like a gauge, and couldn't put it through, it was stuck, so I put a different earring in to make sure it was not sealed, but I guess the tunnel shrunk. Usually what happens is when it heals over, it will heal the front and the back, but the tunnel's still good, but the tunnel was just not good, man. So I tried really long and hard to put it through, but it was not possible, so I think my ear is still irritated by that. Oops. How bright should I have this? There we go. Burning. God, last night, this morning, I was in my room, and I'm like, you know what I haven't thought about in a while, but it kind of popped back to me? Muzzy. M-U-Z-Z-Y. And I would watch that to learn German when I was little. And I guess it worked. You good? I guess it worked because I did have a few times where I would use the correct use of like my in German, and my mom was really confused. And I'm like, oh, I'm just saying my kind of funnily, and she's like, no, you're speaking German. And I was like, oh, I thought it was just a weird way of saying it. But I picked up on a lot of things like that where I would pick up on Yiddish because people around me in TV shows were speaking Yiddish, and my mom thought that was really funny too. So growing up, a few people were really confused why I knew Yiddish, because I was so used to it. So I guess I picked up on German the same way. Like, I just picked up because that's what it is. You watch it in English, German, English, German, English, German, until you realize, or whatever language it is, until your brain recognizes, okay, this scene is saying this, so that means it's this. And I looked it up because I thought, oh, that must have been 13 years ago. More than that. When did that come out? Wait 1 second. More than 13 years. When did Muzzy? No, 2 Z's. Come on. Muzzy, come out. Yeah, okay. I was like, no, the first YouTube video was 13 years ago. Yeah, 86. Yeah, yeah. Is Muzi still a thing? I can tell you, they still have their website. You definitely can learn from Muzi. Anyways, 86 does make complete sense, given the fact that I just rewatched it, and that animation was, ooh, it really was animation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was animation. What was the first language they translated to? Teaching English as a second language. Oh, interesting. What in God's name is Musi? I thought for a second that Musi was religious for some reason. I got really worried. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the voice actors. Okay. And they're still selling it? I'm sorry, like, I can't just watch a Muzi. But I want to see it all in German. Anyways, I remember the first part. I actually don't know if I ever watched. I assume I watched more than the first one, like first part of it. Anyways, so I looked it up, and right when I was started to watch it, I started like right, very small. I'm trying to like this big of my sight started getting fuzzy, and I was like a little TV static, and then it gets bigger, and then it's like this big, and it grows, and it's taking over my whole left side of my vision. It's in both my eyes, but I think my left one's worse. And my whole vision is just gone. Like, I was looking at the video, and it's really odd because my brain tries to, I guess, connect the blind spot. So I was looking, and it said gross and then Klein, and when I looked at Klein, the G was just gone. Like, it just was the color of the background. You could see that it tried to be like, okay, well, we can't see, so we're going to try to fix it but like, it's like you kind of like photoshopped trying to crop something out, you know, where you can kind of tell, or like the line isn't like a straight line. It's like, so like one time I was looking and my I got the hiccups. I got a bubble. Anyways, I was looking, and it was my carpet and then my dresser, but the blind spot was right in between, and instead of it being straight across, the black went down of my dresser, and my carpet kind of went up, and it was trying to fix this blind spot I have, but it's also fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I close it, it's all fuzzy. When I open it, it tries to fix that blind spot in the center, and then around it is fuzzy, like TV static fuzzy. And they're like, oh dear God, this is gonna be an issue, because when I went and got my CT scan, they found liquid on my optic nerve. He goes, no, you're fine. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, man, that was, oof. Anyways, so I got a visual migraine, and oh boy, because when I have it, I just know I'm going to get, well, I call that a migraine, but then the pain I had after, I call a headache, just because it hurts my head. but it's a migraine, I guess. And it hurts so bad. Like, once I start seeing that little fuzziness start, I instantly just take 3 Motrins, and then as every single time after it gets big, completely big, and I think starts to shrink or fades away, that's when my headache kicks in, and it's so bad. And I always take more Motrin, so that's why I always leave 1. But I guess I don't think I should. I think I should just take 4 from the beginning and just not take some more. It was so bad. I was laying in bed, and I listen to music, but it has to be like deep voiced music, like deep music. So it's typically like 1 artist or 2 that I listen to, because it just is so bad. I cannot listen. Like, one of the songs start out very high pitched, and I'm like, no, low pitched, like deep. That's it. Yeah. What was I saying? More. Anyways, that was horrible. So I went out and voted today, though. Because it was election day. And I wanted to look up, why was election day on Tuesdays in the United States? And so I decided to look it up. Apparently, the reason why it's on Tuesday is because back in the day, you could only vote in certain places in bigger cities, or in cities. So if you're whatever far away, what you would do is you would be able to go to church on Sunday, then travel on Monday, and then be able to vote before Wednesday, which was Tuesday, vote on like Tuesday, and then you're good. And then before Wednesday, which was selling produce, so Tuesday was the best day. But it's such an interesting thing that Christianity is so ingrained in the United States that you literally, our voting system is wrapped around Sunday being the day you go to church. And I know other Christianities, other religions can use Sundays, and some blah 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 blah. And they're not saying everyone, but that was for the people who went to church on Sunday. But it was such a weird thing or not a weird thing. It's just like the fact that every little thing is wrapped around Christianity, and then Christianity has the United States had like being like, we are not a one religion or a religious state, and the fact that I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, just like it's so wrapped around Christianity, despite trying not to. So many people in the past tried to not have it wrapped in a religion, and then having it be like, say it is. So we like had our father, or in what? United States of America, which we stand one nation under God. Nailed it. Under God, we would have to swear in on a Bible. We would have to vote on Tuesday because of the people that celebrated Sundays as off. It just is so ingrained in everything. Like, even the holidays that we have off of school, it's like, well, you can have off. It's like, okay, but we all have off on Christmas. It's like, no, it's winter. Okay, what about Easter? Spring. It's like, okay, but then you need to have special time off for other religions. It's like, yeah. So the fact that we're adding that now, I think it's really nice. Anyways, do I like my earring? Anyways, yeah, one time I was getting fake gauges from a store back when I was a youngster, and I put my earrings in. I had to fake earring gauges in, and I wanted to buy another pair, because it was long like this, and I wanted it short. Like I wanted the two, the front and back that look like this instead of the long one. And I went in, and I'm like, I want these earrings, and the lady's like, those are fake, honey. And I go, yeah. They're like, no, you want the real ones over here. I'm like, no, I want these, the fake ones. And she's like, and I'm like, these are fake. And she goes, oh, those are fake. So yeah, anyways, I wanted it in this ear to see if I like gauged ear looks, because again, I would have it just like this look. I don't think I would go with that big thing under like the back. Anyways, yeah, I watched Muzzy back at that again. I forgot that he ate clocks. I watched the first one. I knew all that German in the first one. I think one sentence was one that I didn't hear before. It wasn't like "let's go," but it was when the king was like "let's go, let's go, let's go." But then the queen was fainted and couldn't go. And he said one time he switched it. I don't know what he switched it to. Beside that, it was yeah. Yeah, I remember 95% sure we had them on VHS. So I wonder if I can. I wonder if they're still in the basement. My mom has them somewhere to be able to watch all of Muzzy. Muzzy? My mom always pronounced it different. I was like, well, that's not how the German one pronounced it. And she's like, no, it's pronounced like this. I'm like, okay. But it's funny that it was English as a second language. Because for me, I always ingrained it with German. I always thought it was a German that was translated to English, but clearly that's not true. That's why I wanted to know what language it was first in, but it was in English. Anyways, he ate clocks. He was in a spaceship. I don't know what I was saying. But also, after I air bubble in my throat. After I clicked out of this, like clicked pause, I realized I'm like, oh, I should say this as the last thing. I don't remember it. Just don't. I just don't remember. "10 days, man. 10 days. It won't ever say 0. It's going to end at 1. I guess I should have thought that one through. But, oops. Can't change it now. It would be weird that it would switch. Anyways. 10 days. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. So yeah, I guess the point of this is stay safe, stay hydrated, and vote. Also, I should wear this more. The thing is, it came in a 2-pack, right? With this one and its partner, and the other one, this top part just shattered, just completely shattered. And I'm like, cool, thanks for being so cheap. I used to have a pair of these, but the little what's it called? Like rubber bands just dried out so much. It was pretty awful. You can still use it though, even without them, because they're not real. Bye.